Hello and welcome everyone. I've been playing around with the new Turmoil Kneepads. They've got this awesome talent on it, Bewildered. When dealing weapon damage to an enemy, 50% of the damage will be dealt to another enemy within 30 meters instead. And then when there's no enemies, you do all the damage to the enemy you're shooting at. I really like it after playing around with it. And today I've got 3 builds for you that I've kind of tested it on and had a lot of fun with. So, and what I'm going to do, the format of this video is I'm going to show you the 3 builds, and then I'm going to give you gameplay for each of those builds after that. At the end of the video, you can watch that gameplay if you want to see it. And the first idea that I had was Hot Shot. It's the first thing I thought about, because I was thinking, imagine Hot Shot, but instead of taking 1 enemy down per shot, you're taking 2. And it works. It works great. This works when you're playing solo on Heroic. You don't have the normal 4 pieces of Hot Shot, but it did work good. Now, I tried a few variations of this out and it wasn't working, which is why I dropped the 4th piece to get some extra damage in there. I just needed a little bit more damage. And you'll see in the clip after we've gone through the builds how good it works. And I think there's probably more you can do with this. Can we drop Hot Shot? I'm not sure, but any recommendations in the comments, I'd appreciate it. So this is what this build looks like. We've got the Sharpshooter specialization. We have an M700 Carbon, damage target out of cover, determined on it, because, you know, we want that one-shot kill, and that's what determined does. Secondary doesn't matter. Sidearm doesn't matter. The 3 pieces of Hot Shot that I got is the mask with weapon damage, headshot damage mod on it. We got the gloves with weapon damage and headshot damage, and then we got the holster with weapon damage and headshot damage. The chest piece is the normal chest piece I'd use on this build, which is the chain killer, weapon damage, headshot damage, weapon handling, headshot damage mod. You got perfect headhunter as the talent, and the backpack is an Aroldi backpack for the marksman rifle damage, and then weapon damage, handling, headshot damage with a headshot damage mod, and vigilance. And then the knee pads, obviously the Turmoil knee pads. You can't change any of the attributes on this. If you press M to tinker, it just doesn't let you recalibrate it. So you're stuck with weapon damage, chance, and damage on that. I would rather have headshot damage, but I can't. But it works, which is the main thing. So the knee pads are on there, and it's fun. I had a lot of fun. You'll see in the gameplay at the end how much fun I had with that, and that's a decent build. If you want to switch up your one-shot builds for playing solo, it works. I don't know whether this would work when you scale up to a 2-man or 3-4 person squad, but solo, it was working for me, and it was great. 2 enemies were going down at the same time rather than 1. Also, what was great, I don't know if I'll be able to include it in the clip, so I will mention it now. On helmets, it's annoying with this build when there's an enemy with a helmet. If I shot an enemy next to them, it would go through and kill them, and it makes helmets less of an issue because of that, which is real good. So that's the first build that I played around with, and then I thought, well, I want like a real strong build, a hard-hitting build, and I love glass cannon builds, so I put this together. You have to ignore the blue cord on this. I'll actually change it now. This is part of another build that I use, and it's blue on that build, so just switch that. And there you go. In the clip that you see, this is how it was. It's grenade launcher specialization. It's just like a standard striker build in a way of glass cannon on the knee pads, but you got the St. Elmo's AR. That's what I was using, but you can use what you want. Secondary, don't really matter. Sidearm, don't matter. 4 pieces of striker was on the mask, backpack, gloves, and holster. Every single piece has got weapon damage and crit damage on it. Crit damage mods where mods fit in. They are all exactly the same. And then the chest piece, I went with the sacrifice. So I'm getting headshot damage there, but we've got weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, the crit damage mod, and perfect glass cannon. So all damage ideal is amplified by 30%. All damage I take is amplified by 60%, but I love it, and it's great. Now, I do want to talk about that in a moment, because I think this pairs up with the Turmoil very, very well, because with the Bewildered talent, it says when dealing weapon damage to an enemy, 50% of the damage will be dealt to another enemy, right? So I don't know. I'm not really like a big number cruncher. Shout out to IKEA. That's the guy I listen to and watch for information if I want to know it. But maybe you can enlighten me in the comments. Glass cannon is going to amplify all of my damage, right? It says all damage you deal is amplified by 30%. So that's going to amplify my damage before I start shooting with the Almos. And it'll be amplified by 30%. Now, when the Turmoil takes over and takes 50% of that damage to another target, because that's additional damage, does Glass Cannon also amplify that by 30%? I got a feeling it might do, which makes it insane if it does. So that's something that I was questioning, I haven't tested, but if it does do that, that's incredible. So it's kind of like you're getting the initial glass cannon from the damage you're dealing to the enemy, but then you're getting another 30% on the damage that spreads, like it stacks. I've seen no videos or anything recently. It might have already been discussed by other creators, but if that is the case, that makes this build even better. And I really enjoyed using this build. I do a Lincoln Memorial with it, and I absolutely fly through it. It's insane. You'll see it in the clip in a few moments. But that build, that's good. This is probably my favorite build of the three I'm showing you, if I'm being honest with you. I really like it. I can use this for all sorts. Legendary raids, tough content like that. It's probably not the best build for open world activities if that's something that you like to do. But this third build that I'm going to show you is for that purpose. So this is a more survivable solo build, and it's taken from... It's a build that I use a lot. I made this build when modifiers came out, and the idea is that you take advantage of the modifiers. You can drop a lot of damage because the modifiers are going to be bringing that damage back up. And it was a modifier build, and I've used it since then. So since last season when we first had modifiers, I haven't been able to take this build off, and it doesn't normally look like this. I normally have striking knee pads with a blue core, and I normally have I think it's a Palisade chest with Obliterate. But to get the knee pads in, I've had to change it around a little bit for a striker chest piece on. And I normally have the gunner specialization as well, but because I've had to change this up and I dropped the skill tier, I put on technician. So I've still got a 6 skill tier shield. So that's why we got the technician. I run with the Lexington AR on this build with killer as the talent. If you don't have the Lexington, it doesn't matter. You would go with any AR that you want. Secondary does matter here. You want the lefty or a stacker, so you can stack your striker stacks. Sidearm doesn't matter. And then I got a striker mask, striker chest, and striker gloves, all with blue core for survivability. This is what makes it more of a build for like open world farming, if that's something that you enjoy doing, because the glass cannon build's probably gonna not perform that well when you're doing that. You can get attacked from all angles, can't you? You know, you're doing a control point and there's a resource convoy, there's an elite patrol going on, and it's just not ideal when you take damage with glass cannon. So that's why this build's much more better for it, and you want some survivability. So the mask there, armor, crit chance, crit damage mod, that is, and then the chest piece is armor, crit damage, and a crit damage mod. And then the striker gloves there is armor, crit damage. I think I said crit chance on the mask. I was meant to say crit damage. And then the holster has a red core like normal, which is weapon damage and crit damage. They're the 4 striker pieces. The memento backpack exotic is used for obvious reasons, picking up those trophies, getting bonus armor, getting bonus weapon damage. Real good for this sort of build. And then we've got the turmoil knee pads again with bewildered on. Weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage. And it worked very well on this build as well. I always run this with a Crusader shield as well as a Revive Hive. So you got that 6 skill tier Crusader shield when you need it. I have a rogue encounter with this build as well in the gameplay. So when you do watch it, you will see the rogue encounter. But they're the 3 builds that I've played with these knee pads so far and had some good fun with them. So I just thought I'd share them if people are wondering what sort of builds you want to make with these new knee pads. I think these builds are quite good with them. There's probably going to be some much better builds as well, though. So do communicate. Let me know what you're doing down in the video comments. Let me know how you'd improve any of these builds, especially the hot shot one. This is the one that I really think we can work on, because oh, not that one. Sorry, I put the wrong one on. But that's the original hot shot build that I'm showing you there. That one. Because I've changed this based from the original one and just removed the knee pads and gone with 3-piece hot shot. Was there anything we can do to get more damage out of it? I'm not sure there is, because 3 pieces of hot shot gives you 30% marksman rifle damage, weapon handling, and 30% headshot damage, which seems real good. So I don't know, but if we could drop the 3 pieces of headshot and make this more efficient, potentially, there might be something. But let me know. I'm now going to move over to the gameplay. I recorded this gameplay for another video that I did recently, so there is some comms in that. I will be talking while I'm playing with these builds. The hotshot build I do a few control points with, and then the glass cannon and that blue striker build we take on Lincoln Memorial. So enjoy it. Don't forget to like the video as well and comment just to help with the algorithm and support. If you're new here, subscribe down in my video description before you leave today. I do have links to all of my Discord communities as well. If you want to come and get involved, make sure you check it out. But I'm going to close out for now, and I'm going to let the video roll with the gameplay of these builds. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching today, and take care. What about him? Good start. Okay, I'm going to one-pop him, but... better.
This is a warning to the division. Back the hell up before you get yourself killed. You have no
You need to try and catch 2 enemies dying as well, because that's what we want this to do. We want it to switch to damage and take out enemies. Multiple. That's the idea of it. Right, we should have it stacked. Oh, he's a helmet. Oh, it went through his helmet. Okay. That could be... it's winning me over. Look at that. How many spawn then? I don't know. But 2 shots. Alright, so we don't want to start with a yellow bar. We want to find a purple or a red bar, please. This will do. Not within 30 meters. It might have been killing someone that I can't see. You know, it's when there's multiple enemies within 30 meters, it's going to one of them, you know. But this is working like it should do. This doesn't feel like I've altered the build at all. The kills are happening with what we were saying at the start. Like, the idea is that we have a lot of damage anyway, so we don't need... No, we can afford to... Oh, I didn't hit. I took damage but didn't hit the right thing. I need to get my stuff back. The good thing, or the thing that I'm missing with Hotshot is the automatic refill of your mag. Felt like I need a few more kills before I go for the boss. Oh no, it did it. Took out the other guy as well from around the corner. I think it's brilliant.
Detecting additional
I do.
hostile contacts.
Look at that. Just both. Dead.
Answer me.
It's a little bit... It's a bit more annoying if you lose a stack and you've got a bunch of yellow bars around you. It's annoying. But... because it takes longer to get that kill, doesn't it? Especially with the 50% shared. See him drop in the back there, though. It's kind of worth it. Just to get the double kills. Like, if an enemy's hiding behind cover, it's like, well, just shoot your mate.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons' forces. They maintain this outpost. The True Sons will
Blue
be a direct
striker
threat to the
build's gonna be
campus.
better for this sort of stuff.
on additional
Okay,
hostiles.
straight away, I like it.
They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate.
We have a bunch of enemies here too. Like, don't even need to be bunched together, really, do they? Because 30 meters. Is the shock transferring? I don't think the shock's transferring, is it? Look at that. Okay, it is good. Countdown was definitely not the right thing to test it on. It's just what I use this build in, so I thought, go for it. It is alright, but now... It's... The damage numbers look low, right? But it's not about... It's spreading. You're not seeing what's spreading. Hey, look. Yeah, it might take you longer to take out that individual target, but you're working on another target at the same time.
Compound is all clear.
No, that can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter.
He died. I didn't notice him. Die. This is too good. I do like it. It's the same as with the hot shot. First initial test, meh. Second, thumbs up.
I don't know what you're walking into.
Meta changing. I don't know. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna give a shout out to IKEA at this point. He's the guy I listen to. I'd Hutch, but IKEA recently. What he says goes. In terms of number crunching and meta.
DC-62.
But how it feels for me, I'm liking it.
Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. Can't afford to let the True Sons escape with those. You gotta find a way to close up that tunnel.
Look at that. One mag, spawn gone. This will be good now looking down at the enemies.
According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep us from transport those mortars loaded with DC-62.
Taste this.
Can't get him underneath. Oh, this is really easy, no hiccups.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
Hey, look, that's taking it off both. So it's like, it doesn't just stay on one target. It's deciding what target to go to each time. Like, You're working on multiple targets. Focus on one, killed all three. And we got shocker punches at a proper shocker punch. It is. So many exotics. And now we're gonna, with the knee pads, see how it performs. So you've seen how it performed just. So be interested. I think we've kind of countered the obliterate, so be interested. Dudes, get those stacks up.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you.
See, now with the chest, we should
You'll need to find a way to open that gate.
get that lefty on, get those stacked up, because we're going to get a lot of damage out of that.
Quiet. Listen.
Oh, wow.
No way I'm moving.
Shield.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit, I thought I was done.
Just fucking die already.
You want some? Huh?
Rogue agent detected.
Gross.
Hostile blind firefly detected. Hostile volunteer drone detected. Hostile Mender Seeker mine detected. Serious trauma detected.
Didn't even notice I got splooged.
Agent in
Tunnel vision on getting him dead. Because look how close he is. There we go. Okay, got him down nearly all his armor. Didn't focus on him at all then.
Rogue agent eliminated.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
I tried to use my modifier by pressing T, but you know, it's bugged out. And it's not working. Need to get those striker stacks up, we do.
Boom out.
Who's foaming?
All in the open.
There you go. At this point, I prefer the glass cannon build. This is working. You just need to get it. That's the beauty with glass, is the burst damage.
Isaac can't
It
access
allows
data
you,
on his
like, the
location.
striker stacks are a
Stay alert.
bonus.
I don't know what you're walking into.
I use a lot of striker glass builds on raids and stuff, and I don't really worry about the stacks. They're there if they're there. The burst damage is nice. Obviously, you want the stacks because the extra damage, but you notice it a lot more on a build like this where it relies on the stacks for the damage. It's like you're having to get those stacks up.
DC-62 detected.
Heads up. Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. We can't afford to let the True Sons escape with those. You gotta find a way to close up that tunnel.
It's fine. I think people do, you know. Is what it is. More stacks to get with it being a striker chest, but I'm loving how it's spreading again now with the shotty. This foam can fuck off. I don't know why I'm picking up loot. I don't really need it. I'm wasting time on my stacks here.
According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from that control center. That should keep us from being able to transport those mortars loaded with DC-62.
See, glass, we had that cleared. We're just... Oh, we died. I really like these knee pads. Like, I really do.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
You think closing the tunnel is smart? Fuck you!
Should have used them to get stacks. Hold on. Damage is alright, isn't it, really? Like, it's not bad when you think of all the survivability that we got on the build.
Good work. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus is
You know,
taking
glass
position
I
inside the memorial.
preferred, but you know, it did lack the survivability. It is an easy mission. Now, if I'm doing level 4 control points open world and resource convoys and everything all around me, I'm probably going to prefer this. So,
Today,
what we've been
we dealt a
saying,
great
really, it's
blow to the True Sons infrastructure.
what you sort of used
We
to build for, but I
confiscated
think the
a
knee
massive
pads are
cache of
definitely
chemical
good.
weapons and eliminated the stronghold